Yeah!
Go! Go! Yeah!
Oh! That is a hit at a mile. Alright guys, welcome back to 243 Outdoors. My name is Josh. So today we are going to start our 55 grain Cast Lee bullets, and we're going to be testing them in the AR and the Savage Axis bolt gun. We're going to start today using CFE223. We're going to start at 17 grains and work up to 19 and a half. We got 4-round groups we're going to be shooting today, and see what we do. We got the chronograph set up. It's about 50 degrees. It's a very beautiful day, slight breeze. The sunshine may affect the chronograph a little bit. It seems to be a little finicky on these bright sunshiny days. So we're going to get started with the AR here and see what we can do. We're shooting 50 yards. We're just going to shoot 50 starting out, and then once we get a load maybe figured out a little better, we'll stretch it out to 100. Yeah, we're shooting four round groups today. So this is 17 grains, the CFE223. I'm going to run down, take a look at the target, and then we will continue. Okay, so our grouping was a little bit low. Nothing to brag about at all, but that is our lowest charge. So our next charge we are going to jump up to is 17.5 grains. So our bolt did not lock back on that one. So our next charge is going to be 18 grains. So our next one's going to be 18.5 grains. I have a good solid rest with this tacky sack bag. last group is going to be 19 grains. And our last group, the AR, will be 19.5. Looking through the scope, they kind of seem to be all over the place. I don't really think there's a good load. So we're going to change targets out and get the bolt gun out. So next up, we got the Savage Axis bolt action, 1/9 twist, same twist rate as the other, 22-inch barrel. The AR was a 16-inch. This time we're going to go 17.5 and then go up to 20 grains. 4-shot groups at 50 yards. I did put my Citron S-Tac 5-20 on this rifle. So we'll be using it. I zeroed it using some 40 grain VMAX because that'll probably be the primary load I shoot out of this. We'll stretch the target out to 100 here before we get done today and make sure we get the scope on where I want it for my main ammo. So let's start some of these cast bullets at 17.5 at CFE223. Shooting 1-inch dots at 50 yards. 17.5 grains. So those last 2 shots, grouped side by side, all 4 shots felt good as far as doing my part. But the first 2 went very high. So let's jump up to 18 grains. These bullets are weight sorted, so everything's within probably 3/10 of a grain. Went a little high. That was kind of a decent group for 50 yards. So let's jump up to 18.5 grains. So 3 of those aren't too terrible. Could definitely be better. Next is going to be 19 grains. Last one went a little high again. I'll stack about 2 together and then it kind of goes crazy. So this is 19.5 grains. So that one there was a pretty good group. I think those first 3 are touching each other. So our last group will be 20 grains. Okay, so we'll run down, retrieve our target, and then we'll check things out and see what happens. Alright guys, so we got our target here retrieved and we're back here at the house, and the AR groups today just weren't really nothing to brag about. Maybe one okay group, maybe two, but starting out at 17 grains we basically had a 2-inch group, and this is 50 yards, so that's nothing at all. We are just under 3 inches there. Inch and a half at 18 grains is, looking better. I still like to see a little better than that, but that's what we got. 18.5, we got a little over 2.5 inches. Our best group come at 19 grains, 1.370, so, that ain't bad. And then we open up to 2 inches. So the AR cycled every round. The second charge, I believe 17.5, the last round did not lock the bolt open, but other than that it did okay. So we'll go up to our Axis bolt gun. We started out at 17.5 grains and 1.6 inches. 18 was 1.5. 18.5 we're just over an inch, so that ain't looking too bad. 19 grains we went to 1.6 inches. Our next one was our best group at 19.5, 0.801. Nice little 3-shot cluster there. So, that's showing some potential there. I really like that. I mean, I'd really be happy with that load if it always shot like that. So, we go up to 20 and we've opened up to an inch. And like I said, these are all at 50 yards. So I've got my target made for tomorrow, and I decided to go ahead and try some gas-checked bullets. We'll be using Lake City brass this time. This will be a little bit better quality brass, and we're going to up the charges. We run up to 20 grains a day, and I think I'm going to start with 20. These are gas-checked, so we're going to go 20 grains up to 22.5, and I'll get out and shoot these tomorrow. So looking forward to this, see if we can get our velocities up a little bit. The chronograph data was awful today. Basically, it showed anywhere from 1,500 feet per second to like 2,200. And the 2,200 was probably about right for max charges. It might have been a little bit more. The direct sunlight, it was a very bright, sunshiny day. And it really affects that. So I'll either try to get out in the morning, or I don't know, maybe it'll be a little cloudier and get some actual velocity data. But looking forward to this. I haven't made my mind up if I want to shoot this at 50 yards or 100. I'm kind of thinking on these cast bullets I'm going to stay at 50. My target's currently set up at 100, but it's no big deal to move it. But I think I'm going to stick with these 50 yard shots for right now. And like I said, I'd love to get some half-inch groups at 50 yards, but we may have to settle for an inch group. So, or 0.801. But I went ahead and I cleaned my barrel tonight. I got out the Sweet 7.62 and done a pretty good barrel scrub on it tonight. That gun, I believe, has never been cleaned, and it's got a lot of rounds through it, and it's never needed. It's never shown any accuracy signs, so I just kind of want to rule that out. So I gave it a good cleaning tonight. We may shoot a little bit early and foul the barrel out just a little bit, but this is what's up next. So thanks for watching, and we will see you later. And New York City Reloader, if you are watching, I broke out some 308 brass. I don't have a whole lot of it, but I'm going to see if we can figure out a load with maybe the CFE223 or maybe some 4198. But I don't know how quick I'll get this loaded and shot. But I did get the brass out, sized, primed, so I'm thinking about it.